Watch SmackDown, you said, Jerry. It'll be fun, you said, Jerry. Now, by no means was SmackDown as terrible as Raw, which, by the way, we might be making a video on the 1.75 rating on Raw. But in all, SmackDown wasn't great. Now, this is the part where a lot of the SmackDown fans will defend it, saying, it's better than Raw, though. It's better than Raw. It's the same show, okay? Again, I think it's starting to die out now, but there are people, for some whatever reason, think that SmackDown and Raw are two different shows, even though it's the same fucking company. This SmackDown wasn't great. The opening was terrible. If you're a New Day fan, you would have enjoyed it. But if you don't like the New Day, you're pretty much screwed for the opening. Because it's pretty much a multicolored bullshit of the New Day coming down with trumpets and Xavier Woods and all these dickheads with literal dickheads, okay? And really all this was, like, a lot of people thought it was amazing. Oh, this is amazing, we've got trumpets. Like, this was literally just to advertise WrestleMania, okay? Can you not have, like, a quick advertisement and then get into the show? That really fucking annoys me. Then we had a Teddy Long scenario where all the tag teams come out to stake their claim that they're the best. Something that we've seen 100 fucking times. People. And then you had the Usos, which, I'll be honest, I'm glad they've dropped that gimmick that they had before, you know, the man no whoa. I'm glad they dropped that, okay? They're not perfect, but they're a hell of a lot better than what they were before. I will say that, okay? My other problem, however, is that the tag team champions, the Usos, didn't even get a chance to talk. The New Day, which is not the tag team champions, they got, like, literally 3/4 of that entire segment talking pure and utter tripe. But the Usos get nothing. That's not on. Okay, that's not on. You then had, now I want to specifically get into the Fashion Police. Because a lot of people are saying, yo, Jerry, I want your opinion on this Fashion Police thing. They came down, as soon as I seen them, I was cringing to start. But then I seen the segment that they did. And I will say this, the Fashion Police have won me over. They are fucking hilarious. It reminds me a lot of the Matt Hardy stuff. I love that shit. I know, like, a lot of these hardcore wrestling fans, like, oh, I love, over in Japan, ooh, give me a good old finger in there, boy, ooh, you know, those types of fans, like, fucking, those fans probably hate this, but I love this shit, okay, I love it. I love it when wrestling doesn't take itself too seriously, and I love it when it's actually funny. And Fandango is a comedic fucking genius. He's actually hilarious, he's funny, and Tyler Breeze is pretty good as well, I have to say. There was a little gap, though, during the show, where Tyler Breeze was supposed to talk, and it was dead air when they were... A lot of you will know what I mean by this, but whenever, like, the Usos and the Brony fucking Gimps, that's the New Day for anyone that's new to the channel, when the Fashion Police came down, what should I say, yeah, fucking, they were supposed to talk, and there was like, pretty much a dead silence running up a ramp. That was my only concern with them. Apart from that, their segment was fucking hilarious. I thought it was funny. But all in all, the start of the show was terrible. There was also, like, a segment which I thought was awful with... oh yeah, we'll get into the match. That's Breezango and the New Day versus the Usos and... yeah, the Usos and the fucking... Epico and Primo, you know, that type of bullshit that change their gimmick every fucking 2 weeks. The New Day and Breezango won via pinfall and stuff like that, but whatever. This was a terrible opening segment. I didn't like it. I thought that SmackDown, because all of you are saying SmackDown's good now, so I watch it and I see this and I'm like, is people smoking? Now, I will continue to watch it if it's good, because I can't just judge it on one show, but... this wasn't a good start for me. And it reminds me a lot of 2012, 2013 SmackDown, where it's just regurgitating tripe, okay? So, and pretty much this whole card was booked by Teddy Long. There's a lot of tag matches in this, by the way. So for these people to honestly say that SmackDown is a dominant brand when they're literally booking exactly like Teddy Long a few years ago goes to show you that SmackDown has not improved. In fact, I would love... By the way, we're doing ratings on SmackDown because that's something that gets overlooked. Okay, so I will be checking out the ratings for SmackDown. So you SmackDown fans, you ain't getting off lightly, are you? All in all, I thought it was a terrible opening segment. Naomi versus Tamina, didn't really give a shit. The match was pretty much average. Lana attacks her. You know, I just give the belt to Lana. Lana's Lana. I'm gonna daydream again, so I don't want to get too much into it. But yeah, give Lana the belt for for her personalities. So yeah. Jinder Mahal and Randy Orton face off. Now, I will say this. The promo at the start wasn't great. It really wasn't. The Maharaja. I've heard about this whole Jinder Mahal shit. I've seen clips of it before. This was me kind of watching a SmackDown the whole way through and stuff like that. That was somewhat... like, it was alright. Now, the thing is, the good thing was, I think Randy Orton RKO... Now, we have seen 100 times before of Randy Orton, like... He's supposed to go down the ramp, he goes into the crowd and stuff. Oh, that was somewhat decent. That was somewhat decent. It was very quick. I felt it should have taken more time. But I think that they've spent enough time on this feud already. You understand what I mean? And this screams to me that Jinder's pretty much going to win. To me, personally, it pretty much screams that Jinder's going to continue with the belt. Didn't like Randy Orton, like, I liked his RKO, it was pretty sweet, but Randy Orton doing the whole, yeah, like a cheerleader, like, yeah, like, that's not Randy Orton, you know, like, I like my Vipers like a massive psychopath. I think Randy doesn't suit that. I think he suits being a heel and being like a vicious man, like a man that will literally kick your head off for no reason. That's the Randy I want to see back, because I think this Randy Orton is like the whole, yeah, just ridiculous, okay? Can we stop that? Can we stop that, please? Can we stop that? By the way, there was a segment, as well I want to get into, because they only cover matches on here. There was a segment between, Sami Zayn, Nakamura, and AJ Styles, which was a Smark's wet dream. I'm sure a lot of you came in your pants for that. But this segment was terrible, not because of AJ Styles, because of Nakamura. Sami Zayn is if you're new to my channel, I don't like Sami Zayn. If you are unaware of why, I have a video on my channel called Sami Zayn Sucks. It's like pretty much a rant series that I do. That explains why I don't like him. But he was all like, okay guys, like, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, okay, like, he's acting like Dean Ambrose a little bit. Like, I don't get this. Why are they making, like, Dean Ambrose kind of this wacky kind of, oh, I'm random, like, you know, and then you have Sami Zayn doing it as well. Like, it wasn't funny, it wasn't great, it was terrible. And even anti-Smarks will agree that they felt sorry for Nakamura that he was involved in that segment. I thought that that was terrible, to be honest. And Sami Zayn, I think they need to change the character. I think his dancing shit stick is over. Him wearing the hat, him wearing the jacket, him in his NASCAR trunks is just ridiculous now, and he's boring, okay? And for people to say that he should be champion, please, go fuck yourselves. Go fuck yourselves. Because it shouldn't happen, okay? Alright. Charlotte Flair versus Natalya. It was an alright match. Pretty decent. It was actually an alright match. It wasn't perfect. It was pretty average, to be honest with you. And stuff like that. It was pretty average. Fashion Files. This, gonna get a lot of crap for this, but I think that this was hilarious. I thought it was funny. I think that these guys are actually hilarious. This is comedy done in WWE in a PG era, done right. This is it done right. Okay? This is done right. And I felt the whole thing was funny. I felt Fandango was hilarious in it. I thought he was very good in it. And that I just thought it was a very good segment overall. And then we get to the main event. Now the match itself was pretty good. I will say that. More average, you know. But at the end, I disagree that this should have been the main event because I would rather have seen a one-on-one match. Because we already seen tag teams before at the start of the show, and ending it with a six-man tag I felt was a bit cheap. To be honest, I felt that was a bit cheap, to be very brutally honest with you. Styles and Nakamura and Zayn win via pinfall. It was an alright match, but again, nothing that I could really get invested in. To be honest. And that was it. That was the show. All in all, I'm gonna give the show a 5 out of 10. It was average. Again, slightly above Raw, but not by much. And the show wasn't great either, to be very brutally honest. Apart from Fandango and, you know, the whole Breezango thing, which was pretty funny, which I actually laughed at. All in all, I didn't think the show was all that great. So yeah. That's all I really gotta say. Guys, I'd like to thank you so much for watching. This is General Jerry on the General Jerry channel. Signing out.